And welcome, Gorilla Man's Garage. We're outside today. It's a little cold, 0 degrees. I'll put the forecast up here. We're going to do an around the subdivision tour from a Waypoint mission because it's been a while. We've had 2 weeks of rain and snow and sleet and slush and melting and freezing and everything else. So we're going to get it up, see what it looks like, compare it to one that I did just before when we had all the leaves on the trees or the colors, okay? So let's get this thing up. We've got 4K at 30. Yeah, okay. So let's get this up and let go. Okay. There we go. We're just going to come forward. There we go. Okay, we're going to go up now. And I don't know if you can see here, but I've got this RC2 controller. I've got a USB-C mic here. We're going to see how it goes. It may not be the best. It might be a little staticky, but it was only $9 on Amazon, Canadian. So that's like, what, $5? Anyway, let's get this up and going. We're going to go this way, up, up. There we go, forward. There we go. Okay, let's call in our special Waypoint mission, which would be custom. Where's custom? That one there. Okay. There we go. And we have it such that the last one stops the video. Okay, it's only 16. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, okay, that's what we're gonna do. And the first one, get this guy out of the way, is starts the video. And at the end, we have continue, return to home. That's it, good, let's go. And this is the same one as we did before. So, where's it going to go? It should be just fine. Okay. When it starts the recording, you're going to see. Oh, we got to hit go. Okay, go. There we go. Notice it brought that camera up to 0. And it should be going down to like 20, I think. But I should have changed that. The best one, I think, is going to be about 18 degrees on the tilt. Anyway, here we go. We're going to put that there. And if we have to, we will run the other one with it. We'll run the flight record with it. But it's going there. You will see the recording start on the little screen on the bottom left there. The recording red circle is going to show up pretty soon, just after you see the dip in the angle. Nope, pretty close. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. There it goes. So it's starting the video, and that's a good sync point, okay? If this video recording that I'm using, the screen recorder, doesn't have the best video, or sound, but I also have the Ulanzi A18 or M18 or something microphone set, and I've just got it by itself. So it's not plugged into anything. It's got a self-recording by itself. And what I'm going to do is then I will transpose it. I maybe have to amplify the sound because it's not that loud, and we'll put it into this. But this is the 4K video going around the outside of the subdivision that we've ran many times before. We've just tried to tweak it a little bit here and there, and we're going to see if we can get something fairly decent. Now, this is a fairly big one. As you can see, it's about 3.5, almost 4 kilometers, but it doesn't have that many waypoints. Like, it has 16 of them, okay? And the program, DJI program here, says it can handle 200. When anything after 50, it affects other CPU functions, okay? So anything after 50 or 60, it really slows things down. Like, you can't do a screen recording after 50 or 60, it'll bog it out. I gotta come over here where my puppy is. Oh, and we found some stuff. Good. Have to remember that. Want to go inside, buddy? Go on, inside. Go on, go. I gotta bring the puppy inside here. Inside, let's go. Come on. Let's bring the other guy out. We'll bring the other guy out for you. Okay. Up on the porch here, bring Chewy out. Come on, Chew. There they go. They can have some fun together. They like playing together, so we're up there. We're about a quarter of the way around. Got 70% left on the battery. Now then, these batteries were charged up, I want to say at least a week and a half ago. Okay, at least a week and a half ago. So I didn't look to see what it was when it started, but yeah, they were charged up at least a week and a half ago. So they do go into a storage mode, but very, very slowly. Okay. Oh, and I just noticed a hole in the fence underneath. I'm going to have to fill that with some debris at some point. Okay. There's always some spots in the fence, and I think the rabbits come through and make them a little bit bigger. So I have to fill them so they don't get big enough for the dogs to start crawling under or doing something silly. And they came back. It's too cold out here, right, guys? Yeah, it's 0 degrees. Inside. Go on. Come on. In you go. Go on. There they go. They can stay inside. We're coming out here. Where are we now? Oh, we're at the bottom 4 o'clock point. 4 o'clock point. There it is. And no, other way. There we go. Can you see the... No, I'm going to face this way. There we go. You can see the arrow on the H. See the blue circle? And the arrow on the H is, under the H is the way I'm facing. So I'm basically facing it, but I've got 60-foot trees in front of me. There we go. So we'll just kind of stay here. I'm in the middle of the grass here, if I can call it grass. And because it's at that weird stage of fall to winter from summer, the grass is soaking wet. And when you get the snow on it and the snow melts, it becomes soaking wet. Then the top layer of grass, because there's not that much topsoil under here, if the dogs run on it and skid, they rip up the grass and half the topsoil comes with it. So you got to be careful. Not very much topsoil here, and that is a problem. But it's okay. You know, it's not the end of the world. I'm going to get it sprayed this next year, and maybe some of the grass will take it over. So once I get it sprayed, I'll probably 30 days later, I'll overseed it, rake it in, and see what happens with it. I don't know. I don't know anything about grass. I can't get it to grow. But I'm not spending a fortune just for a lawn. I just want it so that I don't walk out in the mud. Maybe I'll have to put a big patio out here or something, just pour concrete. Anyway, I digress. We're at 6 o'clock at the bottom. I'm facing it that way. And we should get some pretty good video from this. Remember, I'm going to show the upper and lower, okay, at the end. We'll go through the whole thing. And I'll show you the upper and lower from a couple of weeks ago, what it was like. Okay, and you probably won't be able to see much difference. All the green stuff you see here is all the evergreen. So we've got pine and spruce and cedar pretty well. That's all your green here. Okay, if you're close to the water, it's going to be predominantly cedar, and away from the water, you're going to get tall pines and spruces. Okay, and here probably more on the spruce end of things, which are the tiny little needles, the pointy ones, rather than the big long pine ones. I'd say there's more spruce here than pine. Yeah, bit of both. Anyway, the ash, there's lots of ash here. There's some birch here as well. Lots of ash, and a lot of the old ash is dead from disease, and there's some new ash coming up, and it grows like a weed. I mean, you can cut an ash tree down and a month later you've got sprouts coming out all over the place. So I don't know, you know, they say, oh, they're all gonna die from this disease. Every one that I've cut down has a million sprouts coming from it. Oh, we're now up to about 7 o'clock mark. There it comes. It's going through there. That's waypoint number 10. And it's coming around. Look at all those clouds. And it really is a wonderful thing to see. You know, lots and lots of things to watch and look for. And this is an entire rotation around the subdivision, completely away from anybody. And remember, what you're viewing, because I've got it down to 20 degrees, the actual craft is probably another 100 meters away from what it's pointing at. Okay? Because, you know, unless you're pointing straight down, you're nowhere near where you are. So, and I've adjusted this waypoint mission maybe a dozen times. Now it looks like the continent of Africa. So we're gonna have a look at that. Okay, see what it's like. How do they compare? It's coming up this side here. There should be some houses just about now. This, I think, is the end of the trail. The trail end. Yeah, that's the trail end. Or is it the next one? No, that was the trail end. That's right. I should be a little bit closer there, I think. Maybe I'm just a little bit too far out on that one. But we're going to leave it as it is, and we'll just do it over and over and over. Okay. Yeah, maybe that one number, if I remember, number 12, to bring 12 in a little bit. And then number 13, I'll bring down a bit and out to the corner, because this corner might be a little too close. See where it is now? A little too close. So you bring that one farther out and the other one farther in, and that might do a better job. But it's pretty good. It's got what's coming into view now at the bottom is the last of the subdivision homes, and you can just see all of the property there. Yeah. So maybe I could move that one out a little bit, and then it comes back in, and we're coming back to the other side of the road, and we're home. So yeah, this is the DJI RC2 controller that I'm using, and I've got a Ulanzi Type C, and it's called a AM23. So I'm using the Ulanzi, that's right, AM18 on my lapel with the lavalier mic into the standalone little transmitter. I don't have it plugged into receiver because it's got 8 gigs on board. Okay, I think it's 8 gigs. So I can use that. I've bumped up the gain all the way so I get the loudest performance, but I still have to put it into Audacity and crank up the volume even more because it's pretty low. It's just meant for a backup, but it does pretty good. I think it'll do pretty good. We'll see what happens. I might have to put a little bit of bass to it or a little bit of noise reduction or something and an equalizer, but it works out pretty good, and it's very convenient. I don't have to plug anything into a phone or anything into a camera, and I've been having all kinds of issues with all these cameras I've been trying to try, and you know, I've got the Osmo Nano. I kept that one. That's the one you can put on your magnetic, it's got a magnet thing, you can put it on your chest and stuff, and it's not bad. It's modular, it's in 2 parts, but it's very wide angle, and the color's not, to me anyway, because I'm very, very British background, so my complexion is very ruddy, so I look like a drunken sailor most of the time because my nose is really big and red and bulbous. Excuse me. And that's only happened in the last 5 years, because I think as soon as you hit 60 or so, it's just, you're looking over the edge of the cliff on that sucker. But not too bad, not too bad. We're getting closer to the 70 mark now, so there we go. Lots left. Here we go. We'll come to the last one here. That's that house again. And it says 11:32. That should be about it. 34, 35. There we go. That's it. It's coming up. Let's have a look. See where we're going here. Here it comes. I don't know if you're going to hear the ticking or not, but there is a ticking sound, which ticking and beeping, which I don't dislike. I don't dislike the quality of that sound. Okay. On a lot of the other drones, it's a whiny, beeping siren sound. I don't like that at all. Okay, so yeah. Now, if my DJI Mini 3 had this waypoint mission, I'd be over the moon. I can use Rainbow app and have the same thing on my Mini 3, and I have done it. Really, really good. But here it comes, and it's going to come down. I'm just watching it. Oh, that's it. It's not landing. It's staying there. Doesn't like it. Doesn't like it. Turn around. There we go. Ooh. Well, let's come forward and get rid of the beep. There we go. Oh, no, come on forward. Okay. I don't know why it's still beeping. Okay. There we go. We stopped it from beeping. We can come in. Oh, we're beeping again. My goodness. There we go. 2 times. There we go. Oh, what a bother. So we've got 40% of the battery left. I'm going to step back. I don't know. Don't know why it's doing that, but anyway, I can't get rid of the beep. I guess I could if I turned off the obstacle avoidance. There we go. But we're back. Anyway, DJI Mini 5 Pro, a 1-inch sensor. It's really good. The Mini 3 has a 1/1.3. Really good sensor, okay? And maybe if I put this away, you won't hear that beep. You can just hear me on here, okay? Oh, I'm confused where I am. So that was a subdivision. What's coming up? We've got 2 more drones for you. Okay, can I get rid of this? That beeping's crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh well, there we go. Oh God, can't get rid of it. Here we go. Okay, let's see. We're 2 times zoom, whatever, 4K video. It's amazing. I love this craft. It's really good. Is it worth the money? Yes, if you didn't already have something in the DJI ecosystem, yes, it's worth the money, okay? Because you can get this and everything in a package, just like with the Tissot. If you're not in the system and you buy it as a package, it's a pretty good deal, but with Tissot, you're still dealing with a 1/2-inch sensor. The DJI Mini 3 has a 1/1.3 sensor and has better range and all this kind of stuff, and it's less money than the Tissot Atom 2. So anyone that says the Atom 2 is a budget drone, not anymore. Okay? They've got to up their game because a 1/2-inch sensor is not going to do it anymore. Anyway, till next time, take care. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the bell. It's about that 0 mark. It's getting pretty cold, okay, for an extended period of time outside, okay? What's coming up? We just got the Neo 2. That's a good thing. And I've got another one as well. And maybe another one coming. So I got a few new ones coming here. We're going to see what happens if I have time to do them all. I've got the Neo 2. I got it a couple of days ago. I basically just charged the batteries and I'm reading over the instructions, and I want to read them over 3 or 4 times, and I've seen a dozen or so videos, but I'm not that confident in it yet to get it up and flying, so I'm going to wait for a little bit. Anyway, this beeping's driving me nuts. Okay, if I went like this, off. Disable not recommended. I want to go off. Disable. Boom. There you go. Thank you. I should have done that a long time ago. Let's come down. So why are you beeping? Buddy. Off. Off. Wow. Oh well. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's so close to the ground. Anyway, let's see if it is. If I go there and I turn it off. There we go. And we come down. We're still zoomed in at 2. And we can come like this. There we go. So what's the coloring like on this, okay? It's a DJI. It's not D-Log M or whatever, but it's a 1-inch sensor. There you go. Zoomed in 2 times, and we're going to have a look at it, okay? There you go. Sorry for rambling. I'm still figuring things out here. So this is the DJI Mini 5 Pro. We did a good circle of the subdivision. It's doing it again. I don't see. I don't get this thing. You break. I can't get it to do what it's supposed to do. So there you go. Anyway, enjoy. As I said, like, subscribe, ding dong bell, whatever. It's cold. I need a hot chocolate. Something. Make a donation. We gotta save up some more money. We kind of spent a little bit when we did the Neo 2. But I did send all that other stuff back, okay? So I sent the Potensic, all that stuff back because we think we got rammed royally because of that PTD1 issue. $600 for a controller? Oh, 600? 400. $400 for a controller, yeah. Anyway, beside the point. See you later. I'm rambling too much. Bye now. Let's get this thing landed.